Okay, so let's talk about this new titan called Shimo that's featured in a few clips of Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. The second trailer is what gives us a few scenes about this creature. We're going to look at its connection to the movie and what role it could be playing, along with a few other things I found while looking into this topic. The first scene about this creature that I want to talk about takes place after the scene where Kong is fighting against Scar King. Right after this, the next scene is what looks like molten lava splashing around. Then a pair of eyes appear. Then we see Kong grab his axe from the ground and uses it to shield himself from an incoming blast. The element of this beam looks like ice. You can see shards of ice falling on the ground and icicles forming on his arm and axe. So this ice beam must be really strong to freeze things this fast. The film's story seems to focus mainly on Scar King, at least from the trailers, while Shimo's purpose is not being fully revealed just yet. There's been some theories that Scar King might have a way to control Shimo's actions, either by striking a deal with Shimo or by using something that could threaten Shimo's existence. Since there's possibly two enemies in this movie, this might be why Godzilla gets to evolve into a new color or a new form, and why Kong was given a beast gauntlet. We get a line from the character Bernie Hayes that says, "Kong can't stop this on his own," and other dialogue is spoken by another character that says, "Kong and Godzilla need to work together." The beast gauntlet that Kong is wearing seems to help him in combat, because if we zoom in on his hand, you can see his skin is a different color at this time, which could have been the injury he got from defending himself against Shimo's ice beam, as later on you would see the skin on Kong's hand is starting to heal back to normal. You can later see Kong using it to destroy a piece of a building that Scar King tossed in his direction, so it not only could give his punches more impact, but provide some armor to prevent more injuries on that arm. There's a scene where Kong is on the beach. You can see traces of frost or ice on his body. Then a large object moves behind him. This thing is so big that it towers over Kong. As Kong turns around, he perceives this thing as a threat. This could be Shimo. One of the earliest sightings of Shimo was in Call of Duty Warzone Operation Monarch, which dated back to the year of 2022. You could find a cave with paintings or carvings of many creatures from the Monsterverse, but one image was entirely new to everyone. It shows Godzilla standing up against a new titan, something really huge. At the time of this being discovered in Call of Duty, there was no name for this creature, and it wasn't until the toy figures of Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire were released, and images of this new creature displayed its name and some other information. This is where the name was revealed as Shimo, and it comes packaged with a frostbite blast. This toy figure clearly shows that its design matches the images we saw in that cave in Call of Duty Operation Monarch, and its name seems to mean frost or cold in Japanese, which makes it a titan that controls the power of ice. The images in the cave depict Shimo standing on two legs, but the toy figure and other sources show it will also move on all four limbs. It says here, "Shimo is a colossal, undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. A legendary ice titan with unstoppable, world-ending powers. Shimo faces Godzilla and Kong with a devastating frostbite blast that can freeze opponents in battle." The fact that it says world-ending powers has led to theories that it could be the creature that caused the Ice Age, and it might have been the reason why we found King Ghidorah frozen in the ice. Let's talk about this scene here. It shows his before and after transformation changes. It looks like Godzilla is frozen on the left. You can see he's got scratch marks around the neck area when he emerges, so this evolved form could be happening when he is frozen, possibly absorbing any nearby radiation and growing stronger before he emerges from the ice. Even though the trailers give the impression that Scar King is at the center of being the main villain, it's a great addition to see another threat looming in the back. There's this image here showing evolved Godzilla in close proximity to another creature, which is most likely Shimo. You can see Scar King in the picture, but the final battle might turn into Kong and Godzilla fighting against Shimo, seeing as how there's dialogue saying they both fear something. There's also this scene, which tells us that some events will take place in Brazil at some point. The creature in the back is most likely Shimo, using its frost beam to possibly change the weather. You can see it looks like it's on all four limbs and a tail at the back, and a huge portion of the water in this area is frozen. Alright, so that's it for this video about Shimo. What do you think about the trailer so far? Tell me in the comment section. If there is a post-credits scene, I would like to see a tease for a new villain. Maybe bring in the Destroyer or Space Godzilla. What do you think?